Yo, what is going on, you leaky low tech? Today playing some games with that Rapid Strike Malamar. This has also been a deck that I have just really loved playing, to be honest, since its release. And once again, like the Gardevoir Galley deck that I showed you guys a couple days ago, it's not the most competitive deck, but it's pretty solid. Definitely more solid than the Guardi Gallade overall against the top meta decks. And it's a ton of fun. I have a ton of fun with this one. So main attacker, of course, the Rapid Strike Malamar with the Rapid Strike Tentacles, 40 damage times. Reveal any number of Rapid Strike cards from your hand. This attack does 40 damage for each card you revealed in this way. Then shuffle those cards back into your deck. So we play quite a few Rapid Strike cards. You got the 4/4 Malamar line. NK is also Rapid Strike. You got a 3/3 Artillery. Want to make sure we get out a 1/1 of that. And if our opponent focuses that down, which a lot of people have been doing against me, then we can pretty easily reset one up. And then our main draw supporter in the deck is that Karina's Focus, which is also a Rapid Strike card. And then we also play 4 Brawly, which is really good turn 1. And past that, good fodder for the Make Do's from the 4/3 Cincino line we play. But it's also a Rapid Strike card to shuffle back into the deck to do more damage. Yeah, turn 1, turn 2, we can still use this early on to help set up, our Inkays and our Remoraid, which is really nice. And past that, it kind of falls off, but not too bad. Also, some of our energy is Rapid Strike. The Spiral energy can be any type, can only be attached to a Rapid Strike Pokemon, of course, though. But we can find it with Artillery. And that's another really cool thing about this deck is like Artillery can kind of find any missing piece that we potentially would be missing on the turn. Can Artillery to get the Inkay so we can have a Malamar for the following turn, or the Malamar to attack with for this turn, or the energy for the Malamar to attack with, or let's say Artillery stuck in the active, we can get the Tower of Waters, or if our opponent has a path to the Peak and play, get Tower of Waters so we can use Orcorio's ability to draw more cards. So yeah, Artillery can find everything, can find the Karina's Focus for a draw supporter for the turn. So many things it can find. Artillery is main part of the engine. Then we got 4 level, 4 calm, and 4 quick to set up our squad. Quick and level help find all of our basic Pokemon, and the comms help us find the evolutions, specifically help us really find those Cincinos. We can also do that through level ball, of course, and drawing into them. But get calm, level ball, quick ball, Pokemon search, double ordinary rod, because we need 5, sometimes 6 Malamars a game, or to even recover other stuff throughout the game to help us stay in the game. And then some Brunos in here as other draw supporters. I tried out a couple different things. I've tried out some research. I tried out Lily's Full Force, but Bruno seems to be the best overall. We have a lot of time to play multiple Bruno throughout a game because we are a 1 prize deck, so our opponent's not closing out the game too aggressively. And it's really good for just really explosive turns to just take really big. I've like 1-hit KO'd VMAXs because I'm like Bruno or Corio, a couple Cincinos, all right, 1-hit KO. So I'm a big fan of the Brunos so far. They really open up the potential for very explosive turns to really push ourselves ahead in games that we might not have been able to win or have the chance to get those big 1-hit KOs without the Bruno. So the Bruno really helps because it's unlike a research that does still also draw 7 cards, but also discard any cards in the hand. So if we have some Rapid Strike cards in hand, that would lower our chances of getting enough to actually pull off the combo. But if you Bruno, you shuffle them back, you can maybe draw back into those, and then put the last couple pieces together to get a big knockout or a 2-hit KO or whatever. But yeah, the Brunos have been really sick for that, and I'm not sold on this build. There's a lot of other things that could be changed, and a lot of other people have been trying a lot of different things in the Malamar deck. I've seen a lot of different stuff in the Pokemon search lineup, Evolution Incense, some Fog Crystals. I definitely don't think I like the Fog Crystals, but Evolution Incense I could definitely see being worth including in here, just because it helps you more aggressively get the Cincinos out, which I think is such a huge part of the draw engine in this deck, to keep going through your deck, discarding non-Rapid Strike cards to find Rapid Strike cards, and so on. So yeah, that's the deck. This is the list. Let's play some games. All right, here we go. Getting into our first one, we opened up the Mincino, and not gonna lie, not much else to work with here. We can hit him with like Lance, maybe turn 1. A Mulligan coming in from our opponent. We really just want Pokemon on turn 1, and actually with this kind of hand, a Brawly. It looks like we're up against Eternatus there. I kind of skipped past their Mulligan really fast, but a Brawly off the top deck would be insane. So let's see if we could top deck that. That would be actually so good right here to get a Brawly off the top deck. Either from the Mulligan or a top deck for turn or whatever. There's a Calm. A Calm also isn't bad, to be honest. A Calm, get rid of one of the Octilleries. We need to get the Remoraid down. We need to get an Inkay down. We got the energy for the Inkay as well. So I wouldn't hate doing those 2 things and then playing a Bruno. That was not terrible. But yeah, getting Octillery online super early is a very big deal because that can help us. The biggest thing that can help us, it helps us find Karina's Focus. And we constantly have access to Karina's Focus. We know we at least have a draw supporter for the turn and a quick ball to back it up as well. So we can go level ball here, grab ourselves Mincino, quick ball away the Psychic Energy. I actually discard Psychic Energy super often with this deck. Looks like we prize 1 NK. Yeah, because we can recover the Psychic Energy with the Ordinary Rod. So I discard them fairly often, very often, super often, kind of often. Calm away I'd rather draw into, I guess we're playing Bruno Shuffle. I'm always thinking that it's Marnie. It's not Marnie. And let's go ahead and play that Bruno. I could have held onto the hand there. Wasn't terrible, to be honest, but I wanted to see a little bit more, I think. And yeah, I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing here. And I think we're going to go ahead and pass it over to our opponent. And because we know our opponent is playing this Eternatus VMAX deck, we don't have to be super aggressive early on here. And we can usually just sit here and wait, let our opponent take that first knockout. There's a Marnie, not surprised there. Could have also had a research, and that's another reason I wanted to Bruno there. We could have sat there and been like, all right, good chance they have a Marnie here. Also a decent chance they don't, though, so we want to be a little bit more aggressive. Make sure we are, giving ourselves the best chance to play the game, because even though, like I said, we don't have to be the first person to draw a prize card here, we don't also want to sit forever, not set up, and then our opponent does start swinging, and then we just don't really have a response. We want to make sure we can answer our opponent's aggression whenever they start getting aggressive in on their turn or whatever. So we want to have the ability to like match that aggression. And yeah, now they got the Crobat cooking. They got the Eternatus with the energy. I mean, they don't have to attack this turn with like Power Excel or anything. They can just leave the Zigzagoon in the active and pass. And that would be more than fine, I think, on their turn. We'll see what they end up going with. And then we have the Love Ball in hand, so we can get the Cincino out, make do away the Tower of Waters probably. Got the Karina's Focus now, so even that much better. So we can go Cincino to the bench, Malamar, Karina, 4-4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've also been seeing people do, which I thought was actually, it seemed pretty good actually. Actually, just make do first. Make do one of these quick balls. Another Cincino. Make do another quick ball. I think that should be fine. Just don't want to lose any Rapid Strike cards. Basically, this is how you do it. You just don't play down Rapid Strike cards. Evolve to the Artillery. Artillery, grab ourselves probably an energy because we plan to use that next turn. Seems fine to me. Energy, and then go ahead and, like I said, we're probably gonna give my opponent the first prize card here. Pass over to my opponent. Let's see what they got. We're actually getting pretty close to a one-hit KO here. We do have 5. Like if we put the Spiral Energy here, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards to put back. So we'd be hitting for 200 damage. So maybe I'm not as close to it. We still need 4 more. But it is possible. Pretty unlikely, no. The more that I'm thinking about it, probably gonna have to just settle for the 2-hit KO, which should just be fine, to be honest. We'll probably Brawly next turn to get an NK out. Or actually, no, I guess we could use Rapid Strike Search to get an NK out. Shuffle the Brawly back into the deck. We could even go like Evolve Malamar, Patchy Energy. I think his Korean's Focus just isn't drawing us a ton of cards. And it stinks to lose this Cincino here. I would really like to make do more. But I'm probably just going to have to let the Cincino go. I guess we'll probably make do the Brawly, to be honest. We'll keep this. The stadiums aren't going to be super useful, though, because they did put a Swell in play. We do play 2 Air Balloons to move stuff around, so I guess maybe it's better to make do the Tower of Waters instead. I could put one in play, Evolve, attach, use a Karina's Focus. I just don't feel very... It doesn't feel very necessary to use a Karina's Focus, but I would like to get another Mincino down on the bench. For sure. I would definitely like to get a Mincino on the bench. And I actually could have attached a Spiral Energy here. Well, I guess actually we don't have any Psychic Energy left in the deck, so I can't go attach and then attach Retreat next turn. So we're kind of locked in on hitting Air Balloon if we're going to attack next turn. If our opponent doesn't take a knockout, which I guess is possible, they whiff the second energy for the Eternatus VMAX here. And then they just can't actually swing this turn, which would be fine with me because it gives us like that much more time to kind of set up, which I'm definitely down for. I'm definitely down for my opponent whiffing. We get more time to set up. That sounds all very good to me. So we'll see if my opponent can pull it off or not. Yeah, give me an extra make do to work with to get another Mincino in play and just kind of build up the hand more. And that's what we're getting here. Gonna make do away the Brawly. I guess we're gonna make do away one of the we keep just drawing only into Rapid Strike cards, which is fine. And now we've drawn the Air Balloon, so we can actually attack this turn, which I think I am gonna take advantage of here. Rapid Search. I'm thinking about just setting up another NK here. I think that's what I'm gonna go for. There's Mincinos in here, but I guess our last Mincino is prized, it looks like. I didn't discard it earlier, did I? No. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of this this prize card to be drawn here. And I don't mind evolving the Malamar here, I don't think. And then Rapid Strike Tentacles. Get rid of these 2. If they do boss my Artillery, which they could, I don't think they would, but they definitely could. If they do it, then we have like, a Remoraid to put down, and then we have this other Malamar we could put in play. I don't know if I will. I was definitely fine putting this one in play, but like you know, every card that I put in play is one less card for me to, you know, have left to work with. So here comes actually a Crushing Hammer from my opponent. I guess I'd probably try and get out of the deck. I was like, well, if they're gonna knock me out anyways, and I guess maybe they could go like Crushing Hammerhead to knock out my artillery. Like I said, a lot of people focus down the artillery. I think it's actually better to focus down the Cincenos in this matchup, because they really are the life of the deck or whatever. Like they keep you cooking for sure. So if you guys play up against this deck, focus the Cincenos for sure. The Cincenos are a huge consistency factor in the deck. The artillery is kind of good, but if I'm still drawing 4 cards from my Cincenos every turn, I don't really care that you KO'd my artillery, to be honest. Even though I can't artillery for Karina's Focus anymore, I'll probably be okay with my 4 cards from my Cincenos. So if you guys play up against this deck, focus the Cincenos. This is probably the correct way to go about it. Our draw was extremely average. Not very good. Not very good at all. We could Rod and then Karina's Focus here. This is a good turn to Karina's Focus. Get one of those back, use it, and then use the Cincino from there. So we'll see what we top deck. Pushes Cincino up because it does have the air balloon. See what our top deck is. It is a Brawly. It's also not a super impactful card. Hit these. Like I said, that Psychic Energy, that's why I kind of discarded it earlier. We just bring it back with the Ordinary Rod. I'm almost tempted to make do first to try and find like another card to play here and get rid of this Brawly. So we can go like this. Go like this. Excuse me. Grab the Karina's Focus. We'll draw 3 more cards. We don't have the energy yet. Maybe I should have... Ooh, we don't have energy yet. I kind of like... Now I can't get energy off this. We did draw into it, though. So maybe lucked out a little bit there. Not gonna lie. Ninkdu away an Artillery. I still just kind of want to draw more cards. Hopefully get some more Rapid Strike stuff to work with. Level Ball here. Gonna go ahead and grab another Rapid Strike Pokemon. I'm just gonna go ahead and swing with it now, because if it gets Marnie to the bottom of the deck, it gets kind of useless, so I'd rather swing with it right now. So we're not hitting super hard this turn. It's next turn where we're gonna have to really pick it up and really go for the big hit on the next turn. Yeah, this turn not hitting super hard, only that 160. So we need to do, you know, 5 on the next turn. But the Karina's Focus is going to be a lot more impactful from the rapid strike. I actually probably shouldn't have benched this Cincino. I forgot we have Oricorio in the deck, and I can't make this into a Cincino because it is prize. So I shouldn't have benched this Cincino, to be honest. Can't make it into a Cincino, and now I don't have bench space for Oricorio because I do have to bench another Inkay this turn. So definitely a mistake on my part. I don't think it's going to come back to bite us. I doubt it would, but it's definitely possible that it does. Definitely would be unfortunate if it did, but I think we'll be okay. I think we will be just fine. We'll have to see, though. Setting up that second Eternatus. So that's ideally, like, we got that 1-hit KO on the Goon early, so ideally we go knock out this, and then knock out a Crobat. We do play 2 boss, so it is possible. Here comes that Dread End. That's fine. But if we have to go 2 a KO in another Eternatus VMAX, that is also fine. Not that big of a deal if we have to take that route. All right, so we're going to shuffle 2 Pokemon in. And I even have this Calm now, which I could use to find the... oh, wait. No. It's right here, right? Yeah, it's right there. It's in the deck, but I'm not going to be able to use it. I need to get the energy. The energy is actually... could be hard to find, to be honest. I've said that twice now, and I've drawn into it both times. I need to keep one of these comms around, maybe, to help me find the next Inkay. But I do want to make do again. Or I can just make do this Cincino. I was like, okay, what do I have to make do here, then? Do that. There's the Inkay. Viral Energy. And then I believe we have one... No. Gotta do this. No, we just don't have enough here. We're short 1 card. Unless I could have got rid of the Bruno instead and calmed away the Cincino to get another. Oh, so I messed up there. So we don't have the knockout here. We just don't have the knockout. We're going to be a little bit short. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. That's not good. We wanted this knockout this turn. So I think I'm just going to retreat to the Cincino and pass to my opponent because we did whiff here. That's rough. That's a pretty rough whiff. We're still fine. I'm not worried, but I would love to have taken the KO there. There's not a lot of great targets for my opponent to knock out here. Knocking out the active is fine. And if they knock out anything else, like any of this stuff, it doesn't really matter too much. So it's not that big of a deal if they knock out anything specific. We're not one of those situations where it's like, all right, now we have to really hope they don't knock this thing out because we have like follow-up for everything. So it's not that big of a deal if they knock out any of this stuff off the bench, to be honest. And they might just not even have boss, so they might not even be able to chase anything off the bench. We'll have to wait and see on that as well. They could. Spinner fail. Calm got the Crobat. So I think they are using Crobat to dig, which makes you think they want to go find the boss here. I'm just curious as to what they are actually going to boss. Yeah, so this is one of those 6 Malamar, or almost could be 6 Malamar games, especially if they go focus the Malamar. Then this could be one of those 6 Malamar games. Crobat for 3. They might also just be looking like Marnie could hit here pretty hard too. I would be switch to the other Eternatus VMAX. Burns the Phoebe. Okay, knockout with the Dread End. Okay, here is where we can really pop off and maybe even one-hit KO this Eternatus VMAX. Got the Bruno. I think I'm just gonna go for it, to be honest. We're gonna go for the one-hit KO. Let me count first before I put an Oricorio in play, and then that loses us the game. We got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we're going to draw quite a few cards here. Let's go for it. I think we can pull this off. Throw the Oricorio down. Play the Bruno. Yeah, we're going to almost draw our whole deck here, I believe. No, we're not that close. We're drawing a lot of cards, though. Dance. 1, 2, 3. Make do away the Calm or the energy. I need the energy to make sure I can retreat stuff, actually. So I need to get rid of the Mew. Because if I draw another Pokemon, I could calm that back in for a Rapid Strike Pokemon. Make do the Calm. That's a lot of Rapid Strike stuff. Let's get one more. Like I said, you can take some big knockouts once you do the Bruno or Oricorio, and we need to get rid of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I believe. I want to say 9. So let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plenty to spare. But I'd rather keep around this. Oh wait, I'd rather get rid of that instead of this. I'd rather keep that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm getting rid of 10 here. So I can keep around the Inkay as well, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. I have to get rid of the Inkay as well. That should do it. Done. Knockout. Goodbye, Eternatus VMAX. One-hit KO with the Malamar. And this is exactly where we want to be. Our opponent's only attacker that's seemingly reasonable is that Eternatus VMAX, their next Eternatus VMAX. I get a Bruno, got a Quick Ball, the other Cincino that I should have never benched the Mincino for. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. You play the Bruno, you use the Oricorio, you do some make do's, then you take another card out of the deck with the Artillery, and you are chilling, taking a huge knockouts here. Wow. We did it. Huge knockout. Let's see if my opponent has enough stuff left to maybe pull off the dub. I don't think so. I think we're just gonna win next turn. I don't think there's anything they can really do about it. Would love to be proven wrong as always, but I think we're gonna be able to close this one out. No problem. We'll see here though. Yeah, the only thing they can really attack with this turn is the Eternatus VMAX. Just as likely to live as anything else. They could set up an Eternatus V, and that would be a little bit harder for me to KO, to be honest. So they could do that. That's the only other play I see that my opponent could do. They could set up an Eternatus V. That'd be slightly harder for me to KO. Looks like they're just gonna go with Derail. Maybe they're setting up some kind of cute clutch play for the next turn, so they're gonna retreat to the Eternatus VMAX. Nope, just going with the Derail for 60. And I definitely have 3 Rapid Strike cards. Oh, hold up. This is only worth 1 prize card. I almost made the mistake there. Let's go ahead, bring this up. And I do believe I need 5. So we're gonna go ahead and make do away this. I don't have 5 yet. However, the chance of me getting 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 200 HP. There we go. Almost made the take. I was like, all right, KO Yveltal, we win the game. No, not quite. Yveltal is only worth 1 prize card. We do have 2 left. Do the boss, take out the Eternatus, and there we go. Dub over the Eternatus VMAX in this first game with the Rapid Strike Malamar. Like I was saying, big knockouts can happen, and we got one right here. All right, here we go, getting to another one, going second. Because we want to use like Brawly turn 1 or just like play a draw support, and we actually get the Brawly and double Remoraid, which can be a little bit weird because we don't really want to put down, well, it depends if they KO our active Remoraid, because we don't want a second Remoraid on the bench if they're not going to KO our active one. I could also Air Balloon or Tower of Waters and just retreat into an Inkay. I go like Brawly for triple Inkay here, which is probably what I'm going to do, because I really don't want to put second Remoraid in play, because then if they just have boss KO something off the bench and I get stuck with 2 Remoraid in play, losing that bench space and not being able to put a Cincino in play any more from there on out or anything like that would be pretty annoying. So I'll probably go to Tower of Waters though and put that in play. While I can get that in play, seems decent to have the Tower of Waters in play instead and use that and have the air balloon later around for a different situation that might come up. So I'm gonna go with it that way. So yeah, turn 1 Brawly, triple NK. Let's get it. We did prize an NK, so that kind of stinks. I do have double Ordinary Rod. Now I really don't want to send an NK into the active, but I feel like I kind of have to. I could put down the second Remoraid and hope they KO through the active, but actually they might not even attack next turn because they might have to electrify, to be honest. I think I'm going to go Tower of Waters, retreat, and pass is the best way to go. I really wish that you could use this ability multiple times a turn. Maybe it would be too good. I don't think it would be that good. It might be okay, though. Especially for a deck like this. It would be awesome if we could use the Rapid Strike Surge multiple times a turn. It would definitely be very nice. And who knows, maybe the card would be like played in like Rapid Strike and all that kind of stuff as well. If you could use it multiple times, or set up 2 auxiliaries, sounds pretty sick. Setting up 2 auxiliaries sounds pretty sick to me, but probably can't, or you can't. Probably can't. I've tried before. I actually went on my way to like build a Rapid Strike build with double auxiliary, and then I set up 2 auxiliaries, and I was like, wait, you can't do it again. So yeah, but yeah, it looks like they're going with the Electrify. Like I said, they might just go with Electrify here, and there it is. Electrify happening. Excuse me. Ooh, another tower. That's not great. All right, so we're gonna put the air balloon here. We're gonna evolve, and then we're gonna Karina for 3. Unfortunately, only because once again, I don't want to bench that Remoraid. Got the Mincino though, so the draw was pretty weak. Not a whole lot going on here. Gonna go ahead and Rapid Strike Search. Grab myself. I mean, hitting them for 20 doesn't really do anything. Our Mew is here. That's good. Gotta check that because we're up against PikaRom, so we don't want to get tag vaulted. Probably just grab a Malamar, I guess, and throw that in the hand for now. And then I'm not going to evolve yet. I'm just going to go ahead and retreat to a different NK and pass. Yeah, I'm not going to evolve because if we top deck a Malamar, I don't want 2 Malamar in play. I'd rather shuffle the other Malamar back into the deck with one of these Brunos and then try and draw back into it so I can do more damage with the Rapid Strike Tentacles. So that's like the game plan here. We don't want to... I don't want to... I mean, I could. I don't want to evolve it yet. I want it back in the deck, potentially, to be utilized later on as damage for Rapid Strike Tentacles. That's the idea here. Here comes that Quick Ball. They got rid of the Mewtwo, of course, because it's not very good in this matchup because it is weak to Psychic, and they probably don't play Jirachi GX. So you just don't play that in PikaRom. Got the Mewtwo, so I assume they're thinning that out of the deck. Yeah, here comes the E-Radar. Goodbye, Mewtwo. And a Crushing Hammer, and that's not very good in this matchup for them either because I have 1 energy attackers. Not going to get a whole lot of value out of those. So I'm curious to see if they go for the Full Blitz. And if they do go for the Full Blitz versus the Bolt Storm, which I think I would just go for the Bolt Storm here if I was them. And here comes a Boss on my Artillery. So it's nice to have the other Remoraid around for this scenario where they go Boss to try and KO my Artillery. So that's annoying that they're going after my Artillery like this. And it could mean we whiff the attack this turn, to be honest. But it also could mean they whiff the attack, actually, because... I mean, there's not guaranteed the attack if they go about it this way. So they could also whiff the attack this turn because they got aggressive and wanted to go with that boss play. So let's see if they get punished here. They're playing really slow all of a sudden, so it makes me think that they maybe whiffed energy here. No, they did get the energy. But they're attaching to the Raichu. Are they going to electrify again? Oh, no, they're going with the Full Blitz. Okay. I was so confused for a second. I was like, what's going on here? Full Blitz happens. The question is, where are they putting the energy? Are they going to go for a Tag Bolt? We do have the Mew in the deck. We'd have to go find it. But that probably wouldn't be too difficult. We have all of our level balls left, all of our quick balls, all of our comms, literally all of our Pokemon search stuff. So finding Mew should not be a big deal here. I really hope we find the Mew here, though. Send up NK. And it's also possible that we KO our opponent's active Pokemon here as well. So I think I'm going to leave the bench space open for the Oricorio, not put down the Remoraid quite yet. I'm just going to go ahead and go play that Bruno first, draw some cards, see what we get. Got the out. Can use that Make Do. I'm going to go ahead and make do the Tower of Waters, see what we draw here. Got the level ball as well. I could calm away Mincino for Oricorio. Oricorio, draw 3. We only need 1, 2, 3. Wait, 4, 5. We need 6. So we're almost there, actually. We almost knock out this PikaRom. And if we knock out that, we probably just win the game. So let's go for Oricorio. We need 3 more, or 2 more, 2 off of this Dance of Tribute. That's a lot. I think we got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can go ahead and grab number 6 with this level ball. And that should be it. They should be cooked here. 5 times 4, 240. Yeah, so I can go ahead and even quick ball away the... I just want to keep the Bruno around, actually. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that should do it. Goodbye, PikaRom. Definitely overstepped there a little bit from my opponent. If I was them, I would have just gone with that. I would have just gone with the Bolt Storm, personally. But my opponent is a little bit aggressive, I think. And we are able to punish him, get the one-hit KO. Sheesh, yeah, we got him. Bruno showing once again why it's so good in this deck. We just draw so many cards. And then it's just hard for our opponent to respond to the amount of cards we draw from the Bruno. So it's just, yeah, tough for our opponent to, like, we just get so many cards, use the Oricorio, use the Make-Dos, 1-hit KO. Not every time, but sometimes. And this time, definitely this time. Boss on my Cincino. So Cincino is going down, but we have another Bruno to follow it up. I got a Quick Ball to get rid of a Quick Ball. And then we have Oricorio to draw more cards. So this should be an easy knockout. I'm not even worried here. I guess we could whiff the energy. That'd be the only thing that I would be slightly worried about. Not hitting, I guess, is the energy. Especially not having the... yeah, we might whiff here, actually. To be honest, the more I'm thinking about it, we could actually whiff here. Got the energy. 1, 2, 3... We need 4, 5, and we have 1 Dance of Tribute to use. Oh, I could have... I didn't really want to use Ordinary Rod, to be honest. Okay, we did whiff. We did whiff here. But it's not that big of a deal. We can just go ahead and hit. That should be fine. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just hit him up for 120. That'll be fine. We'll finish him off next turn. It should be no problem to finish him off next turn. Still in an extremely fine spot, despite not getting this 1-hit KO like we wanted. But getting that peak KO, we'll take the peak KO, and then it's okay if we whiff this knockout. Can definitely fairly easily clean up the game from here. Should be no problem. Especially for the current scenario where Tag Bolt is no longer really a threat. They're just down so many energy. And we still have Mew. So even if they, like, knock out... Yeah, it's like we still have Mew, too. So, like, there's no way that we're getting Tag Bolted in this one anymore, I don't think. I'd be very surprised if we get Tag Bolted at this point. Because they barely have enough energy to do it, I think. Still have Coco, which would be helpful, but yeah, I don't see it happen. I don't see it happening at all. Excuse me. All right, Tower of Water's finally gone, but that's fine. We don't really need it. It's not essential. Are we out of air balloons? We are out of air balloons, so that's a little scary, to be honest. We're out of air balloons, so we don't actually have a way to move our Pokemon anymore. So they can get boss trapped. So I don't think I'm actually going to evolve to Octillery anymore, because Octillery has 2 retreat cost. Everything else has 1. So if I attack with a Malamar and the energy stays in play, I can hard retreat whatever Pokemon they bring up to try and trap, and just go back and attack with that Malamar again. Or it's that much easier if they get like Crushing Hammerheads and then boss trap something. But if I go to Octillery, I think it is possible that it could get stuck for a long time, and I could be in a really bad spot because of that. So I don't think I actually want to evolve to Octillery unless I have to. Like if I draw into this hand, I don't get a draw supporter, but only Octillery to find. You see, like there's the Octillery. So now I'm tempted to go Octillery for the supporter. Maybe they won't go for that route, and we might have enough energy actually to be able to retreat it, and they might not be able to go that route. They might not be able to go that route. We like have enough cards left in our deck. I'm just gonna go ahead and evolve the Octillery. Completely changed my mind. We're evolving Octillery. It's no problem. It's not a big deal. Grab ourselves that Karina's Focus and go Malamar, Karina's Focus. Hopefully draw the energy. And, well, I guess I could maybe save this to get the, well, we get the energy anyways. I was like, maybe I could have saved it to get the energy. Or a Choreo here. 1, 2, 3. Make do away the level ball. Even though it could find us Cincino next turn, I just want to keep all of my Rapid Strike cards around. Attach active, and then go ahead. Tentacles, get rid of these 2 because they're the two most useless cards in the hand. We're not going to use anytime soon. Get rid of this Boltund. Hand is very nice. Set up pretty well to maybe get a 1-hit KO on this Raichu next turn. They don't Marnius or Stamp us, but I have a feeling they want to Marnius or Stamp us, which is another reason to want the Octillery in play, because they can find us that Karina's Focus. And actually, our opponent is in a spot where they can go knock out this Malamar and then next turn win the game by knocking out my Oricorio through going attach here, and then next turn, or this turn, Coco plus attach. If they have enough energy to even do that. 8, yeah, they do have enough energy. Here's the Stamp to 1. But we have Octillery in play to find Karina's Focus, so it's not that bad. Like I said, Octillery to find Karina's Focus should put us in a fine spot. But 1-hit KO in the Raichu is definitely a different story. That's a lot of HP on that thing. Maybe we'll top deck. We have 1 Bruno left, but it's pretty unlikely that we top deck that. So I'm probably not going to hold out for the top deck of the Bruno. Boss to Denny would be a lot easier to KO, but I need 4. I could start with Dance of Tribute, to be honest, and go into Make Do. Because then if I find Bruno, or if I just find... This can find the energy. So if I just find 4 Rapid Strike cards between the top deck, Dance of Tribute, and Make Do, we actually can just KO to Denny instead because we got this boss. So I kind of like that a little bit more. So I think I'm actually going to go this route instead. There's the Bruno. Can get the energy. Pokemon 1, 2, 3. See, now I have... Oh my gosh, this got awkward now. Because now I have the Bruno. This can get... Oh my gosh. I can Make Do the Bruno. To get, we just need 1 Rapid Strike card. We just need 1 Rapid Strike card. And then we'd win. Because this could find the energy. Then we lose. But I could play the Bruno and try and go for the 1-hit KO. Play this because Encino go for the... I think I like the Bruno play a little bit more. I'm not convinced one is that much better than the other. But I think I like the Bruno play a little bit more. We do need a lot to KO this thing. We need 7 cards, but we do have quite a bit of draw to work with here. Now we're going to Make Do away the boss because that's not relevant anymore. And then Make Do away one of these comms. We only have 3 in hand. We can get 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think we just got it here. As long as there's a Rapid Strike Pokemon left in the deck, there is. So we can grab this. Then we can Quick Ball away the other comm, grab another Rapid Strike Pokemon, and then we can use this to grab another Rapid Strike card. It doesn't matter on this one, and then we have just enough cards. There's a close call there between the boss and the Bruno. The Bruno works out, but I'm not sure it was correct, to be honest, but it works out. We get the KO on the Raichu. Some big knockouts from this game, or from these games. That's pretty insane. One hit KO'd an Eternatus. We only KO'd the PikaRom. Now there's Raichu. Another dub with Malamar, and yeah, that's gonna do it for these games with the Malamar deck. Like I said, feels pretty solid, and as you saw from those games, it works. The deck works, it functions. You can set up, get your knockouts. See you guys tomorrow.